Hello Darts Nutz. I'm going to do a review of another set of Harrows Atomic darts. Actually bought these ones from puredarts.co.uk and they cost me £19.80, and they also came with this little extra bag of flights and stems. That was a freebie. Well, and this particular model, there's kind of like a short barrel, and it's available in 22, 24 and 26 grams, and once again 90% tungsten, and it shows you the two different models on the back. I wasn't sure when I was picking a set of these whether to go for 22 or 24 gram, kind of undecided, because I mean, I normally pick around 23 gram, but I used to always throw 24s, and the only thing is, with it being a short barrel, I thought a 22 gram might be more suited to my throw, so that's why I went with the 22 gram. And as I said on the other review, they come with these really quite nice flights, the Harrows Atomic flight. Feel pretty strong them as well. I'm not sure if it tells you what no, it doesn't say. Sometimes it tells you what the thickness of the flights are. But anyway, as you can see, it comes in a slim cardboard box, and you've got your Harrows hard plastic case and your point protector and your Harrows super grip polycarbonate stems. I think these are polycarbonate, and they'll look to be maybe a medium, I think. As you can see, the darts are fitted with a black coated point, and the barrels have got a nice curved nose to them, just a slight taper, but it's quite a nice comfortable curve. And these are only a shortish barrel, and the bulk of the grip is just in this section with the two smooth sections either side. And I don't know what shape you would call it. It's kind of like a elongated bullet shape, but the Atomic grip is it's quite a nice grip. It feels pretty edgy, but if you press your fingers hard into it, obviously it's going to grip more, but if you just run your fingers lightly across it, you can definitely feel the edges taking hold on your grip. And obviously you should only throw your darts with a kind of a lightish touch. You shouldn't be giving your darts a death grip. So that is, I would probably say it's a high level of grip. It's a bit hard to get the grip in complete focus, so you'll have to look at the close-up pictures on the forum, but you can probably see the edges slightly. Don't know if that helps, getting a bit of reflection off it. That's probably about as close as I can get it without it going out of focus. Maybe a bit closer there. And the darts are fitted with the Harrows Super Grip stems, and these quite nice, quite tough as well, Harrows Atomic flights. It's got a nice metallic sheen to it. They feel like a really strong flight. So I'll just let you look at the dart for a bit, and then I'll put the detailed picture up. The darts are fitted with a 27mm black coated point. There's a slightly smooth curved tapered nose, which is 9.8mm wide, And then you go into the section with the atomic grip, which is 22.2mm wide. Then at the rear of the barrel it's smooth and tapers to the end, that's 11mm wide. The overall length is 43mm and the width is 7.15mm. That one is 22.1 grams. And that one is 22.17. And that is 22.23. And the weight of the full setup is 24.02 grams. With nothing attached, the barrel is front weighted, and with the supplied setup it moves just slightly front of centre. As these barrels are only short, it's not too bad for me to grip it around the middle, but I'm just kind of halfway in between the very front and the middle, and just feels just right there. It's where I naturally picked them up when I grab hold of them. Some barrels I grip right on the nose, but I'm just getting plenty of that ring grip there, or whatever you call it, the atomic grip. But it's not too aggressive, it's not sticking into my fingers or anything when I'm throwing, and it's a really nicely balanced dart for a front grip. It's probably just because it's a short barrel, but it's flying very smooth. I dare say with it being a short barrel though, it's probably only going to suit certain people. People who like to grip with the fingers along the barrel, like some people do that, it's probably not going to suit you. So people with maybe just a 2 or 3 finger grip like that, probably going to be fine, but obviously it depends if you like a short barrel. So I'm just going to try gripping it fully in the centre now, so I'm right on the atomic grip, so the width of my thumb is practically covering the whole grip really. So we'll see how it flies from there. I think just because I'm gripping more of the grip now, it just feels that tiny little bit more sticky. So just need to get a little bit of a cleaner release. Threw that too hard, but yeah, I think if you're a natural middle gripper, it shouldn't be an issue at all. But like I say, I'm just getting a little bit more stickiness there because I've got more on it. When I'm gripping there, I'm kind of only just like halfway on my thumb, so I was releasing it a bit cleaner there, whereas there just a little bit sticky sometimes, but I think with a few more throws I could be releasing it a lot better. Just for the sake of experimenting then, although I don't really think it's going to be any good for a rear gripper, but I'm just going to try. It's mostly on the smooth section there, but a little bit on the grip as well. actually flying alright from there, but as often happens, especially with short barrel darts, I get that weird kind of kick when I'm throwing it from the rear, but it came down quite nicely. I might have to take back what I said, maybe it will suit a rear gripper, but like I say, it depends on how far you're going to grip on the end of the barrel. If you're going to grip right on the end, then you're not going to get the any of the grip, so if you're just a little bit away from it, could be a good dart for you. Gone off target there, but I can see the dart flying smoothly through the air. It seems to be flying smooth no matter where I'm gripping it. On the rear though, like often, I get a lot of spin, but yeah, curious dart actually. Might just depend if you like a short barrel, but if you want a barrel that's got quite a fair bit of grip but not overly aggressive, then it's good for that. But I was quite happy with it there at the front, so I'm just going to go back to me normal grip now. The fright came off. I knocked it off with my cheek, and I don't know how the dart managed to go into the board. Anyway, that's the Harrows Atomic 22-gram darts. I thought when I seen these before that this version would suit me better than the other one that I reviewed. These are very much like the low bullet shape that I used to throw with years ago, and quite often with short barrels, when you're a front gripper, like I've said before, you're closer to the balance point, so it can often work well. But for some people who are front grippers, they like long barrels, so it's all personal preference really. But I thought these were quite nicely weighted, especially when I'm just gripping it around there. Around the centre, I think it should probably be the best for most, but I was just getting a little bit more of the grip there, and just wasn't always releasing it as cleanly as I would like, whereas around about there I was only like half on the smooth and half on the grippy part, so I released it quite nicely there. But what surprised me the most was how they flew from the rear. I didn't expect them to fly that well at all from the rear, but they actually flew rather well, so that was a bit of a surprise. So kind of leaves you a dilemma. They may suit any style of grip, but it may just depend on whether you like a short barrel. But no matter where I tried it, it was pretty smooth through the air. I was just getting the kick up as I do with gripping it from the rear, and also the spin, but I can't really do much about that. They always seem to spin when I throw it from there, but from the front and the centre wasn't getting any spin, and it was just nice and stable throughout the air. So quite a nice little dart. I'm probably going to play with them more because I quite like throwing them. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching. Gives it quite an edgy feel, but it's strange because it doesn't seem to be like sticking into my skin like I thought it might do, but it still feels like you've got